Marrakesh plays host to the 9th African Development Forum. This forum takes place every 2 years, and it is the first time that is being held outside Addis Ababa, where the ECA is headquartered. And it's not by chance that it's taking place in Marrakesh, which lies at the foothills of the Atlas. The theme this year is innovative financing for the transformation of Africa. So let us go in to meet with the Minister of Economy and Finance of Morocco, His Excellency Mohamed Boussaid. Mr. Minister, thank you for joining us on SABC. Marrakesh is playing host to the 9th African Development Forum. This forum takes place every 2 years, and it is the first time that it is being held outside Addis Ababa, where the ECA is headquarters. There must be a very good reason for that choice, apart from the fact that Marrakesh lies at the foothills of the Atlas.
Of course, we are happy to host this 9th edition of African Development Forum here in Marrakesh, this beautiful town. And we are also happy to notice that it's the first time that this conference takes place outside of Addis Ababa. As you may know, Morocco, as an African country, have in its strategic priority the development of the partnership with all African countries. So this vision to contribute really to the development of this continent, as a part of this continent, is our responsibility, and it's our priority. And of course, Morocco also have a good relationship and privileged relationship with all United Nations organizations, including, of course, the Commission for Africa. And you may know that the bureau of this Commission Economic of Africa is of course in Rabat. So we are really honored and happy to host this conference, which is take place under the high patronage of His Majesty the King Mohammed VI, and it will be a good occasion for discussion and debating all the challenges that Africa is now facing, and how Africa as a continent may transform itself and develop itself in many areas, many needs now challenging our continent, especially in some sub-Saharan continent. The needs is very enormous in infrastructure, in energy, in food security, and also in some social sectors like health and education. And of course, it's a good occasion for debating all these aspects and to think and to find the solution for innovative financing, but under this principle of Morocco, this vision of Morocco, that we need more and more to develop the South-South cooperation, because of course Africa needs to count on itself first, and the relation with the world need to be not the relation of assistance, but the relation of partnership.
Mr. Minister, since we are talking about the development of Africa during this forum, how do you see the role that Morocco can play in that development?
Morocco is an African country, and we noticed that in the past years, Morocco play a role more important in accompanying all the challenges now facing our continent. Morocco gets a very unique position, in geographical position, his proximity to the Europe, and of course to this appartenance to the North Africa and Arab countries, and of course this deep relation, historical relation that Morocco gets with sub-Saharan countries, imposed to Morocco to play a role a positive role in the development of this country. The principle of this development is based on partnership, South-South cooperation, and how to maintain and to develop the co-development and co-emergence with all these countries. Now Moroccan investors are now operating in some countries in a lot of sectors like banking, insurance, real estate, of course telecommunication, energy, and they are really contributing effectively to enhance the development in this country and to accompany these countries for their development. The second thing is that Morocco wants to play, aim to play regional, to be a regional hub. Regional hub as a, financial regional hub, and the Casablanca Finance City is the new financial place, which is growing very fast. Now it is ranked 51st in the Global Financing Centers Index, and the second financing place in Africa. This place, this hub, financial hub, aim to attract more investors for Africa, for the development of African countries. And this place, now there is more than 60 companies who are established in Casablanca Finance City in sectors like banking, insurance, professional services, law firms. And the last establishment of the Africa 50 Fund, which is managed by African Development Bank, who choose Casablanca as place to establish. This fund will be really a very important vehicle for attracting financing to accompany and to finance all these enormous needs in infrastructure, especially, and everybody knows that the infrastructure is the basis of development in the country.
And lastly, Mr. Minister, Morocco was not adversely affected by the economic financial crisis, and also Morocco was spared from the Arab Spring as well. How do you explain that?
I think it's very easy to explain. Morocco have earlier started big reforms in the beginning of 2000, big reforms in various aspects. Political reforms in the sense of democratic institutions, human rights, freedom and the liberty of expression, but the reinforcement of the institutions, but also economical reforms. The economy of Morocco is now a very various economy, sectorial, and also geographical diversification. And so when the crisis came, the economy of Morocco, that's true, shows some resilience. Of course, we have been affected, but but it's not very deeply affected. So the economy has been resilient, and the growth have been still here. In the last decade, we maintain an average of growth about 4.7%, which is important in this transformation, not of the region, because this agitation, but transformation of the world, because this crisis, this big crisis, has affected a lot of world economies. So the resilience came from the reform that Morocco have made and have launched earlier. And now, of course, we can't and the most important thing for us is our stability, political stability, and political economy, and economical stability, which are really very, the main assets of our country to maintain its development and its progress.
On this note, we thank you, Mr. Minister.
Thank you very much.